Hi everyone, it's Amy with Happy Compass Travel. One of the biggest topics, frequently asked questions that I always get is how do I pack for a cruise? So this video is going to walk you through how I would pack for a 7-day Caribbean or warm weather cruise. Now, this is not what I would pack if I was going to Alaska. I've certainly done that. But this is going to be more focused to warm weather because you're going to pack a few different things. And I don't have any particular special luggage. This is all I'm taking as far as my luggage. Standard suitcase. And as you can see, just like a magician, there's nothing in the box. But then no matter what trip I take, whether we're going in our motorhome or wherever, I always do just a simple little spreadsheet. And it's Excel, you can do it however you want. But I literally list out, and this helps me, I list out every single day of the trip, starting from the travel day when I leave and ending with the travel day when I come home. And I list each day, where am I going to be on this cruise? Is it a port day? Is it a sea day? Because again, that will kind of depend on what you want to pack and what activities I might be involved in that day. Is there a shore excursion that I'm going to do that maybe I need to pack a few different things for that particular shore excursion? So I start with my list and I start figuring out what it is that I want to pack. And I'm pretty simple and I am totally fine with wearing things more than once. Except for shirts. I inevitably spill something on my shirt, and so I do pack a couple extra. But I'm going to walk you through how I can pack all of this that you see here laid out into this suitcase for a 7-day warm weather Caribbean cruise. Real simple. Because I'm going on a warm weather cruise, I'm going snorkeling. And I bring, because I learned the hard way, I bring my own gear. And this is pretty bulky. It takes up quite a bit of room, but you're going to see how we're going to make it work. So I put that in first, and then I can build around it. And then I'm a pretty casual kind of girl. I don't dress up too much. And this particular cruise line that I'm have coming up that I'm going on is a more casual cruise, so I don't really have to be too concerned, nor do I want to dress up on any formal events or that type of thing. So I'm packing somewhat casual clothes, but you'll see what I'm doing. So I've got some thin jeans because, again, we're going to a warm climate. We don't want to be too hot or uncomfortable, and if you're dealing with humidity. So just some comfy jeans. Black, you can't go wrong with that because it obviously matches with other things. And then 3 different pairs of shorts. You color coordinate however that works for you. Put those in up here by the snorkel gear. Okay. Then I have my stack of swimsuits. For a warm weather cruise, I always recommend that ladies, men as well, you always bring 2 swimsuits. Things happen, something could break, a strap could break, a seam could come undone, and it can be very expensive if you have to buy items on a cruise ship or in a port. Or if you're on a private island for the day, you may not be able to go find another swimsuit, so I always pack 2. So I have 2 swimsuits, and I have a beach cover-up, and I have a set of PJs. Then I have my stack of different tops, tank tops, mainly thin fabric, that's going to be forgiving in the weather, forgiving in the humidity. Obviously that coordinate with my different shorts and the jeans. And then just because it's very popular for families or groups or reunions to have themed cruise shirts. I actually am even packing a themed cruise shirt for all 7 days of this cruise. So if you aren't doing themed shirts, then you don't have this to pack. But these are just some simple, casual, easy shirts that you can put on and go about your day. You don't really mind if it's too dressed up or fussy. Set those in. Then, like I said, I'm not a very formal girl, but here is my number one tip on, ladies and gentlemen, if you're packing any type of formal suits or jackets, or maybe a dress that you don't want to get wrinkled and you're thinking, I don't want to have to pack a garment bag, but everything's going to be wrinkled. Yes, on the ship, you can certainly ask for an iron to be brought to your room if you need, but I have done this so many times, it just is fail-safe. So I go to my friendly local dry cleaner and get a couple of their dry cleaning bags. And then, for example, if I were going to pack something a little bit dressier, and you don't even have to be real particular in how you put it in there. So this is just a little, fancy, sparkly top with a long black skirt. Put it up under here. And obviously you don't put the hangers because that just takes up more room, and your cruise cabin will certainly have hangers for you. So just kind of get that kind of spread out in there, nothing super fancy. And then what you can simply do is you just lay it in there. I wouldn't put the fancy item or the dressier item in the very bottom, nor would I put it on the very top. I would want to sandwich it between other things. And just simply lay it there. Don't worry about it. Then put your other items on top. Okay. But I'm going to remove this for now because, like I said, for this particular trip, I'm going to go casual, and so I'm not bringing anything too fancy. But what I am bringing are 2 sundresses, very thin sundresses, ladies, so you can kind of get the idea. If it gets a little wrinkled, it doesn't matter, but it's going to be cool and comfortable. So I've got 2 of those, and then I have 1 black skirt because, like I said, you can't go wrong with something black. It's comfortable. I can mix and match it with any of these shirts. I'll probably wear this skirt twice during the cruise because I can mix and match it with the different shirts that I have. And then another good tip is you will probably, guaranteed, will want some type of a lightweight jacket or sweater that you can wear. Reason being, if you've been out on the deck all day in the sun, got a little sunburned, or you've been at a private island all day, you get back on the ship in the evening, it's all happened to us, all of a sudden that sunburn has set in and now you're starting to feel a chill. And so it's always nice to have some little lightweight jacket. Even if you go to the shows, the theaters, to watch one of the shows in the evenings, the productions, they crank up the AC because they have lots of people in there. And so it can get a little chilly in there too. So I just pack a very lightweight, simple jacket. Goes in right there. Okay. Now, a couple of other little odds and ends. Obviously, you have to pack toiletries. I put them in Ziploc bags. Ziploc clear plastic bags are your friend. So this is literally all the toiletries that I pack. Your basics. toothbrush, toothpaste, some Advil, Band-Aids, deodorant, Q-tips, shampoo and conditioner, the little small travel bottles. Now, yes, cruise lines, in every cabin, no matter what cabin category you have, they all provide toiletries in there. It may not be the most luxurious brand or the brand you're accustomed to, or if you have some skin sensitivity, but I always bring just a couple. And then I bring 2 bottles of sunscreen, because you can go to your local store, discount store at home, and pay $3 for a bottle of sunscreen. But if you're on the cruise ship or you're in one of the ports, you're going to pay quadruple that easily. So save yourself a few dollars and just bring it from home. I also bring, let me pull this out and show you. I also bring a little spray bottle of Febreze, little room freshener for you to put in your bathroom on the cruise ship. It's tight quarters, so having a little bit of air freshener can be nice. I don't wear makeup, so I don't pack, makeup and cosmetics of that type of nature. So then, fits in here between the clothes and the snorkel gear. Okay, and then here is another item that I like to pack. We've all had this dilemma. What this is a little rain poncho. See how nice and compact it is when you first buy it at the store? You can get this for 99 cents at local discount store. Well, I'm sorry, when I'm done using it, it's a perfectly good rain poncho, but I can never fold the darn thing back to go back into the pouch. But this is a handy thing to bring when you are in one of the ports, if you get off the ship. You're walking around, just exploring the town or an excursion, and because you're in the Caribbean or a warm weather climate, rain showers pass through. So you don't want that to literally put dampen your day. So if you just pop out the little poncho, then you can still continue to do what you want to do. So we always pack one of those per person. A couple of other items. Shoes. You're probably thinking shoes. Again, if you pack simple, then you shouldn't need a lot of shoes. So for this one, I'm just packing some simple black flats, some black flip-flops that I could wear with my dresses in the evening and the dining rooms, my simple, non-fancy water shoes, and then just some kind of deck flip-flops. But obviously I've worn these, so they're dirty. I don't want to put them in my clothes. So I put those, especially if it's shoes that I've worn, just put it in a little grocery bag, tuck it down here under your clothes where it's nice and flat. And you can never have too many of these plastic grocery bags with you either. Now, and I'll be wearing my tennis shoes for travel day because it's just easier for me. But another tip is we all have to pack undergarments, bras, socks, underwear. So much of that you can roll up and tuck it down in shoes. If you've got, tennis shoes or whatever types of shoes, use every little space that you have. So you can roll up some socks, tuck it in the shoes, put them in here. So let's put our water shoes here. And then what else have I got going here that I want to make sure that we put in? I like to take a reusable mug on a cruise ship. It's easy to identify. I just happen to have a Compass logo on mine, and it's a straw because pretty much everyone nowadays is aware that it's hard to get a straw. So you can certainly pack your own straws. So I have this drink cup that has the straw with it. So you can fill this up with water, soda, juice, tea, you know, if you're at the buffet or if you go up to the bar. This conveniently holds 2 adult beverages. So I can just get my 2 beverages, and then that way I don't have to go back up to the bar so quickly. This tucks in here real easily. And I always like to pack, like I said, you can never have too many Ziploc bags. So this particular suitcase has some space here. We're going to use it. Those other shoes that I had, we're going to put those in here. If I can get coordinated, put my little poncho in here. Zip that up. Now, we're not done yet. I always pack a pool bag or a beach day bag. So if we're going to be spending a day on a private island, I want to make sure that I have a hat, sunscreen, any cameras that I want to take, a book or a reader to read a book, or any magazines, games, whatever you want to fit in here. That cup that I just showed you, put that in there. If you want to bring a change of clothes, maybe you want to get on the island with shorts and a t-shirt, but then you know you want to change into your swimsuit once you get there, then you can put those things in your bag and go with. This particular suitcase, I've got a front compartment here, so I'm just going to stick it down in here. That way it's not taking up any of the room I have on the inside. Just have to make sure I have things tucked in, so when I zip it, and I still haven't put anything in this little pouch up here. And where I put the beach bag, there's still room in there. One final little thing that I'm going to stick in here. If you've spent any time at a beach, a pool, a community pool, we often come back to our chairs. We set up our stuff, set up our towel, and we come back, and the towel that you set there blew away, or the t-shirt that you set there to kind of save your seat blew away. Well, go to your local dollar store and get these little clips. They fit perfectly. You take your towel, put it on the beach chair, whether you're at the beach or on the pool deck, put your towel up on the edge of the chair, and this clip fits perfectly right on the beach, the loungers. So your towel's not going to blow away if a wonderful warm Caribbean breeze comes by. Put this anywhere. All right, where's my zipper? Make sure everything's in. Voila. So for 7 days in the Caribbean or a warm weather cruise, that's what you need. Obviously, this isn't the end all be all, but this is what I have done every time I've gone on a warm weather cruise. It has everything I need. And undoubtedly, even though with every trip I try to be a little bit more efficient in how I pack, undoubtedly there will be some things that I won't wear. You always overpack. But I think with a few, some of these tips and a little thought that in preparation that you put in ahead of time will really help you minimize what you have to pack and what you have to keep track of. A couple of other side notes I want to make is you notice I did not put any camera equipment in here. I don't like to do that because I'm checking this bag. So I just personally feel more comfortable if the cameras that I take with me and my chargers are in my carry-on bag, whatever that may be. Sometimes it's a literal carry-on bag that you put in the overhead, or sometimes it's just a backpack style. But obviously no camera equipment is in here. So I hope that's helpful, and I would love to hear what tips that you might have, things that I haven't thought of, or better ways to kind of pack and condense. So I'd love to hear what ideas you have, and I hope that this was helpful for you. And happy cruising.